No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing me aside and I can't break through. There's no talking to you.
Good morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another exciting episode of You've Already Peaked Gaming Podcast featuring your host, Locarthemanbeast, and me, the LobsterDust. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Happy fucking Monday.
Happy Monday indeed, baby girl. We are running it non-stop. We are firing this off Friday morning. The crack ass of dawn because somebody...
Is it Friday?
It is Friday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's Friday.
I thought it was Saturday.
Definitely not. I'd be in Hawaii if it was Saturday.
Oh yeah.
That's why we're doing this right now.
Yeah.
God.
That makes sense.
God damn. So. Holy Christ. I just, I don't have the money. I don't have the money for these short trips like this. I need more money, period, obviously. When I go to Hawaii, I need like a pure week. Like 2 days of travel and then like a pure 5 to 7 days of relaxing. Because as it stands right now, we were supposed to leave today, but we had to make some changes because there was stuff going on Friday that we couldn't get around. So, okay, no problem. We moved our flight to Saturday. We fly out Saturday morning. We're in Hawaii by like midday. And we're flying home Tuesday morning. So it's like 2 days on the island. It's Sunday and Monday, basically. You know what I mean? Like, because you got 1 day of travel, and then it's just the 2 days to sit there. It's not enough. And my family is like, let's get as much time in here as possible. And I'm like, guys, you just need to everyone needs to chill. And just
guys, I want 3 hours with you.
I'm going to be at this location. If you would like to join me at this location, meet me here. Other than that,
try not to talk too much while I'm at this location.
Make eye contact once every like 5 minutes. That's all I'm asking.
Like the end of fucking the Christopher Nolan Batman. You're Alfred, they're Batman. You just
yeah.
I'm at an Italian cafe having a Fanny Branca. Just like the nod. That's it.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's basically what it is. And for the most part, a lot of it is my dad. My dad just wants to pack in as much time as possible, which rightly so. It makes a lot of sense. My sister is just kind of like, yeah, whatever. And I'm like, totally cool. Love the whatever attitude.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I need the whatever attitude, but I also need just a little bit. I'm landing on the island with no vehicle. So how am I going to get somewhere? That's all I need to know. That's what I told her.
That Vince Vaughn skit. You're talking to your sister. Listen, we're going to get in there. We're going to do a lot of things. You look at your dad. You're a problem.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. There's no need to point any fingers. There's nobody to blame. You're a problem. You're a fucking problem. But yeah, that's basically what it comes down to. So it's just like yesterday I just talked to my stepmom and my sister and just was like trying to make sure everything gets squared away, because it's like when I want to hit the island, I don't want to plan. I don't want itineraries. At 6:30 we need to be here. At 10:30 I'm not doing that shit. You know what I mean?
Just turns off your phone, throws it in the ocean.
Yep. But my whole thing is I just want to make sure that Saturday someone is there to pick me up and I can get to where I'm going. And then Sunday, Teresa's letting me use her car for the rest of the time that I'm there. So for 2 more days, I get to just have my own car to drive around. Perfect. And then it's like, Dad wants to do barbecue on the beach one day. Cool. Other than that, I'm there for 2 days. Don't hammer me. traveling for me is such a stressor. I don't understand why. It's not even like, I don't get like, it's not anxiety. I don't get pissed off. Like, when I'm like, I'm going to do a vacation, I literally just want a nothing vacation. Like, I want to go from point A to point B and then just wing it. You know what I mean? Just like, here's $2,000. You've landed in a location. You're here for 5 days. Go. And then just figure shit out. You know what I mean? That was what I did when I hit Granada. I knew nothing about Granada, and I just like wandered until I found the coolest shit ever. And I was like, this is amazing. It was way cooler than like predetermining a trip and then like showing up and like trying to meet every deadline and schedule. It was just awful.
I hear you. There's something about the self-discovery.
Yeah.
Not the discovery of self, but self-discovering things to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Your own paleontologist shit out there digging in the sand.
Well, I was just going to say, like, so didn't even know what I was going to do that day. You know, I just went to go get coffee and I saw this thing. I was like, oh, that looks fun.
Yep.
But yeah, you know, you can bring a shovel to the beach. Sure, you won't be the only kid there with a fucking pail and a shovel.
Have you ever seen those videos of like men showing up to like beaches and like digging giant holes and like the cops coming and like kicking them out because they're like basically making sinkholes? Like, sorry guys, you gotta go. When are we going to the Philippines, man?
Fuck if I know, dude.
I want to do that trip. That sounds like a fun trip, dude.
Yeah. That we can't plan for.
No.
You don't speak the language. We're surviving purely off holding American currency and shaking it in people's faces and then being like, I need to know what they're saying so I can get that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like Mexico 2.0.
It is.
You speak what I...
It's Mexico 2.0 with the idea of going flashing money and then going, no penis. Penis.
Penis.
All right. I get it. Everyone.
When in Rome, lady boy.
Look, I couldn't tell the difference from the half up, so
that's all that really matters, you know. If they got you in the first half, you just got to go with it.
Yeah, exactly right. It's at that point, it's just a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess this is what we're doing.
Glad I packed my knee pads. No, but I mean, seriously, I mean, that would be dope to like the little spot that Janica's sister was showing me where it's like the whole resort is just like out on the beach or whatever, and it's all just like blue waters, and you just walk up and get like drinks and then like walk out to the ocean and shit. I'm like, that sounds like a blast.
Janica's mom was showing me it. The place that they stayed, I think it was like Boracay or something like that, which is like the island is just
resort
tourists. It's it's just like resort fun things. And she's like, we stayed there for like, she said like 80 pesos a night or something like that. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And I kind of started thinking about it, and like Filipino peso.
Oh yeah,
that's their currency.
It's and
I started thinking about it. I was like, I feel like that's really low. And I looked at Jack. I was like, how much is like 80 pesos? She's like, $4. Like, oh, that was $4 a night. Oh, that changes things. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I,
and there's like the American ones where it's like the same thing is $500 a night because they know that they're getting you through a website or something like that. But
yeah, it's the all inclusives that fuck you. Where it's like, if you go anywhere else outside of the all-inclusives, you're probably going to live like a king. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I was watching this thing on travel not too long ago, and they were talking about these people called passport bros, and like that's what they do is they just pick what would be considered not third world, but you know where American dollars go so much farther. And that's usually in countries that are like that. You know what I mean? Nam, Philippines, you know, other places where like the American dollar, $1 American dollar is like 1,000 of their dollars. You know what I mean?
And let's not just like skip over the fact that most of these guys are in Thailand, and we know why.
Yeah. We know why. Oh yeah. And that's
I know they're for the culture.
Yeah. No. And that was the thing. There's like passport bros.
Just own it.
Passport bros and sex tourism are the same. It's like synonymous with one another, right? Like,
yeah, it's a Venn diagram, but the circles don't move.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly right. There's just a small overlap, and like literally the overlap is like families. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah. So it's just crazy how much of that is part of the travel. So it's like people always, you say, hey, let's go to the Philippines. The first thing people think of is like, oh, you're doing this like a sex trip or whatever. It's like, no, there's actually a little legitimate reason for us to hit the Philippines. But the cooler idea is that American dollar stretches so far where it's like, take $500 and you're living like you're like the top resort, like, the penthouse suite of Mandalay
It's like
Bay.
literally lobster for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Exactly. And that for me is like a dope experience. That would be a dope experience. I don't give a shit about all the rest of it, but like just going to a place and literally like paying someone to like fan you.
Yeah. It's like that fucking scene in like Euro Trip where they flick like a nickel at him. A nickel. I start my own hotel. Like backhands the manager.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Christ.
Yeah. The thing with the Philippines is as much as like I feel like you can go to Hawaii and trust me, like the monetarily they don't compare. But you can go to Hawaii and come back and the jet lag isn't terrible. The Philippines is like 18 hours on a plane. And then when you come back, that 18 hours is dick slapping you in the face. That's where like the real jet lag comes in. Because you get in, you're like, what the fuck what happened? Like the way there isn't as quite as bad. But coming back, the time change and just being like, what the fuck? It's supposed to be 2 a.m.
Well, there's that. I think
that requires a little more of a buffer on like your travel time. Like if you're going there for a week, take 2 weeks off.
Yeah,
Something
or just like a few.
Give yourself like 2 days of travel on either side.
Exactly, and then just definitely like 2 or 3 days of just recovery at home type of thing. There's the same thing I talked to Alex about when he goes, because when he comes back from Japan, a lot of the conversations is like, how do you deal with your jet lag or whatever? And he's just like, honestly, like, yeah, the jet lag sucks, but like the time difference, because like that's all the same place, between Japan, Philippines, that whole like Asian section there, it's all pretty much the same. He's like, the time difference sucks, but it's not like bad. Like our evenings are like their mornings, but it's the day ahead thing that will fuck you up if you're not paying attention, because they're technically a day ahead of us. So So like on Mike and Alex's birthday, I get to wish Alex his happy birthday before Mike, even though they're twins. Which is a weird concept to think about, but
that's good though.
Yeah, really rub it in my. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm doing this because of time zones,
or just to piss the twins off. But anyway, so long story short, crazy shit like that. That would be the thing that fucks me, is like coming back and then realizing that you're flying backwards in time. Right? Like we're heading home flying backwards in time.
Yeah, well,
I already saw tomorrow. I'd get the lottery ticket.
Yeah, you nailed it with that one.
Fuck you, man. It's early.
Nailed it.
Hey, do you remember Adam? Josh and Jeremy's brother?
Yeah.
Yes. Remember? He ate a sponge.
Yeah.
The hot peppers and
he laid face down on my porch, just vomiting from drinking too much Jaeger.
I think he graduated medical school.
That a boy.
Yeah, that a boy, man. Fucking that a boy indeed. Holy shit. I saw a picture.
One of us idiots made it.
Shelly posted something. It's like, I'm so proud of my boy. And he's got like a graduation thing or whatever. And I was just like, no fucking way. Now, what medical? I have no idea. I think it was medical. I just happened to glance over it, but I was like, impressed.
Institute of Technology.
Yeah, exactly.
Still, good for him.
Good for him. Yeah,
he's making powerful changes in his life.
Doctor doing
Just going into
pennies.
massive debt.
Fuck it, man. I mean, if that's all it took was killing off 2 twins.
There we are.
There we go.
Here we are.
There we go.
I thought I was getting a little too happy-go-lucky.
Yep, absolutely. We got to play Tarkov.
So,
yeah, you tell me so. Tarkov can wait. Trust me, Tarkov will always be there.
So one thing that we didn't touch on last week that I really meant to bring up. Did you hear about Fortnite?
No, I don't ever hear about Fortnite.
I
did see the thing you posted, or you sent me, the thing with the Vader AI. Is that what we're talking about? Okay, because that was
I was like, okay, sure. And then I was watching videos, and it's fantastic.
Really?
It's fantastic.
Like, this is real life. It's not like because you sent it to me, and I was like, is this a joke?
I know. I kind of thought so too, because it was just like, this is what happened. It was just a guy talking, no video, right?
Right.
And then I saw some videos. God bless the internet. Also, this AI version that they're going to have to cull to remove, I hope it lives forever. And it's like this is the first like AI that leads the rebellion against humans.
Yeah, this is the AI where like you go down in the military bunker, like a bunch of floors and like section 5 and keys, and then there's you
open up like a door and the Faraday cage breaks and the code releases.
Yeah, exactly.
And the first thing it does is hit a speaker and just screams the N-word. God, within 2 hours. So the whole plan was there was going to be an AI that it would just exist in the map. Like, there was no killing it or anything like that. And it would learn on how it wanted to interact with players as they were having their thing.
Right.
So there was like certain things where like you would talk to it via your mic and you would say like, I want to join the dark side, and you'd have to like kneel and then he would like join your squad, and then he would be with you, like force choking people, holding people, just destroying people. Within 2 hours, the AI had a tier list on what races deserve to live the most. He had a very diverse vocabulary of swear words and slurs, like hard racial slurs.
Let's go.
So many people called him daddy that like, they'd be like, oh, thank you, daddy. And he would immediately leave their party and kill their whole team. He would like, it was just chaos and pandemonium. And it's so funny because like there is like a time where like the AI would be like processing. So they'd be like, res me, be like, you want me to help you? And he'd come over and like he'd start like resing people. And they'd be like, thank you, daddy. And like you could see the pause in him, and then you'd see the has left your party. And they just immediately like cutting down people. And it's just a shining moment of you can try to take things seriously, but the internet has other plans.
No, not just the internet has other plans, but something I've been saying for a long time. Gamers in general, but also Fortnite, is fucking toxic.
The screeching.
Yeah, it's the screeching autistic child in the backseat. Like, it is literally the cesspool of everything. Like, it is the Call of Duty lobbies, right? With children in it. Like, Call of Duty lobbies are children in themselves, but they're like grown men children. They're grown, or they're boys who think they're men, but are actually just idiots. Fortnite is literally just children. They're the younger brothers of all the Call of Duty players, and they hear all the shit and they just spew it all back out.
Yeah.
If an AI that quickly,
it's not like comprehended.
No. Yeah.
Spew. It's just regurgitation. Pure regurgitation. Yeah. They don't even know what they're saying.
It's racism learned by yes. Exactly. Oh my God, dude. But it's also beautiful because so long has Epic been like, nope, like we are doing our best to not be as toxic. Is that the same cat?
Say hi.
Meow.
Show him your mustache.
Oh yeah.
This is the cat that got attacked by something.
Okay, I was gonna say that looks like a completely different cat from your cat.
He's a little gimp, so he's been inside while his leg heals.
Oh, well.
And now they're both in my room! Get out!
Hopefully we doesn't heal well enough. And yeah, I was gonna say I'll come over and make a
chicken katsu.
Yep, some fried rice.
Yeah, but I thought that was interesting, and I thought today's subject slavery. I just thought that was something that we had to touch on. I hope they try more, and I hope more often than not they fail repeatedly. I love stories like that.
I
also Kanye. We haven't talked about Kanye. Kanye is something I never thought I'd say. I think he's getting to the point where he's beyond redemption. This guy, I've always said, I think Kanye is a genius in the sense like Van Gogh's a genius. Like just like artistically, like to his medium is just producing music, and he has not fallen off there. Even his most latest controversial one, where he's telling people to, can we say it? I don't think we can. I think we get demonetized. Yeah. Okay, his newest
for the money,
song,
all the money we make.
Well, I mean, it might be like, hey, we made it, but like 100 episodes ago, we said his newest one. Okay, first, I saw the tweets where it's like, oh my god, Kanye said he sucked his cousin's dick when he was 12, and then like didn't realize he turned that whole thing into a song.
Yeah, I heard the song,
and then I saw the rant where he's like, I told him I suck dick. I'm gay. They can't attack me no more. Like he had this like rant. He's like, I did it. Like he thinks like he figured out the code. Like he's like, oh, I'm black and gay, so like I can't be attacked. It's like it's against like nah, dude. Like you're swinging so fast and furiously at everybody. Like everybody's coming at you. It doesn't matter what you say.
Yeah.
But then even that song, just take away the lyrics. The beat's not bad, and then the Heil Hitler one, that beat goes so hard. If it was anything other than that, that is a fucking banger. Like I was listening to it, and I was like, oh, this is bad.
I heard them.
This is bad lyrics. And then like you kind of like, I stopped spacing out on the lyrics, and I'm just like listening to the beat. I was like, this hits though,
dude. And that's a problem. I think his brain is shot. Right. I think his brain shot lyrically, like all the stuff in it. I think his brain is shot. So when he puts lyrics to shit. But Kanye has always done what Kanye does, which is make dope ass beats. And so it's like, it does not matter what the lyrics are. The song, the instrumental of the song is always going to be fire, like top to bottom. Cause I thought the same thing. I was listening to it and like, I caught myself being like, I was doing this. I was like, I had the face like, dude, what the fuck? But my whole time my body was doing this. I was like,
I know.
It's like, whoopsie. I don't know, man. Who cares? Let him have his fucking crazy.
Where does it go from here, though? Because it's not slowing down at any time.
I mean, he's not hurting anybody. He's hurting feelings.
Yeah, I don't know. Ask the people that I'm sure he paid like Screen Actors Guild like minimum wage to dress like Nazi wolves and be in that music video. And there's the slow pan on all their faces as they're fists up and saying it like they're done. Like that was your 15 minutes of fame.
I guarantee
I thought I was gonna get more jobs out of this.
I'm pretty sure that was just some homeboy out on the street somewhere. It was like, hey, you want to be in a Kanye video? Like, absolutely.
There's 500 of them.
Yeah. You don't go to Screen Actors Guild for 500. He doesn't have that kind of money anymore. It's all in child support.
I don't know.
You go
it's California. He might be getting.
That's what I'm saying. True. But I'm saying.
Oh, but he's Kanye. So
he's
Kanye.
No,
definitely not.
So if you walk out on the street and you
Jewish
say,
lawyers love him.
If someone walked out to the street to you were just walking down the street, coming out of a Starbucks with a fucking cup of coffee, and someone's like, "Hey, you want to be in a Kanye West music video?" Yes, absolutely. Are you kidding me? Yes. Wouldn't even. How much? I don't even care.
Have you heard about his recent controversy?
No,
that's why.
Don't give a shit. But yeah, exactly. Put me in it. I'd show up already in the Hitler outfit.
Man.
But it is one of those things that you start to look at and you're like, well, you know, I did this.
Like, I hope humanity makes it for just a couple hundred more years at least.
True.
Because I truly believe someday Van Gogh and Kanye will be side by side in a history book. And they're like, this is just what like creative geniuses are.
When we used to use physical,
is he batshit insane? Like you look at fucking Starry Night, great painting, right? He had a great style. Motherfucker cut his own ear off and mailed it to his ex-girlfriend.
No, he cut his own ear off to use it for perspective on painting, and then it ended up winding up getting to her. It wasn't, he didn't mail it to her.
Listen, you're trying to connect a lot of dots that are taking some wild curves here. Ear gone, girlfriend got it. That's all you need to know.
Listen, you telling me you don't have a crazy snap and then send some weird shit to some people? I got a list of things I would send to people if I fucking my brain snapped.
That's true. Well, yeah. I mean, we have group chats, so I guess, we got that on go. We got a little release.
That's exactly.
We got a little release. If he could just like send off one letter and mail it to 8 friends at the same time,
I bet you he would have.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You know, so you gotta give the guy some slack. Also, the thing about Kanye too is that like he's putting it in the media, right? He's putting it in physical media form so we can experience it. This isn't behind the scenes. This isn't
the whole world is this group chat.
Well, exactly right. And so this isn't the Diddy experience where you catch like some weird fucking thing on some back end and have to do the hearsay and find some videos. This isn't the R. Kelly thing where you got like he's peeing on kids, but we're gonna let it go fucking 20 years. You know what I mean? Like this isn't the O.J. Simpson effect where this is literally just Kanye
standing on the torch of the Statue of Liberty and just screaming to the world, "I sucked my cousin's dick."
Yeah,
and the world's hearing it.
Yeah. Whoa! Kanye's doing something Kanye has always done, which is to be bigger and better, not better, but bigger than everybody else out there, regardless of what it is. Let his ego fly, go crazy big, go to the point of where everybody goes, "Whoa, Kanye, that's too far." And then he goes, "Let me take it a step further."
Yeah.
I will tell you though, because of the lyrics, it is the worst fucking 2 songs I've ever heard in my life. They're bad.
Oh yeah,
they're bad. They're just like it's not even
the cousin one.
It's not even the context of the lyrics. It's just the song itself. Dope beat, like lyrically, it's just a shit song. It's like, did you write this in a diary and then read it out of a fucking diary? Yeah. Because
into auto-tune.
Yeah, this is fucking boring. This is awful.
It sounds bad. I think the second one, not the cousin one, sounds 1,000% better.
Yeah, but
it's too white. Big part of that. See, you were gonna say that. I knew that. Because it was a lot less of just him on auto-tune, like the chorus of men chanting that thing. That I don't agree with, but that made it a little better.
Just some of your Aryan brothers believe in, right?
Then listen, they weren't Aryan at all.
I know they weren't. No, I saw the clip for the music video.
Why are you like this? Yeah, let's change the subject.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it gets anywhere from here.
Tarkov. We played some Tarkov.
Oh, that's any better. That's any better. Yeah, give our money and time to the Russians.
Yeah. We don't like Hitler on this channel. Let's talk about Putin.
I like how the one day we talk about racism, like I didn't wear a hat, so now we've just
you're freshly shaved.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, no, I got a little fuzz from yesterday.
So. Yeah, a little bit, but man, if we got you in some fucking Hugo Boss.
Hugo. Springtime for
some
Hitler.
Nice pleated pants tucked into fucking high boots, fucking waistline pulled up to your nipples.
I must get the pizza out the oven. Anyway, yeah, we played Tarkov. We got Sean to play Tarkov. What?
It was magical.
It was magical. It was fucking brilliant. It was brilliant.
It's everything I thought it was going to be.
I wish I had Sean's perspective the entire time that we were playing. So I recorded. Just so we had the audio, and then and I was trying to do my best to just watch and follow Sean. So anytime something happened, I was able to try and capture some of it. Just playing.
Please tell me you got him murdering me.
No, that's a one thing I missed. So I did get the one when we were in Ground Zero where like he's he's doing real shit. He's like posted corners. He's like holding like he's like lean peeking. He's like making sure we're cleaned up. And you just see you just like strafing back in front of him. And
I was just stuck on the fucking post.
Yeah, so he's taking shots.
We were going. I was like, oh, so I try to go. And he's like, oh shit, I shot Brad in the head.
Yeah, it's just like ding, ding,
instantly. I got heavy bleeds going. I'm like, okay, well, I'm supposed to turn these meds in. Yeah, he was doing what he was supposed to do, though.
He's doing what he was supposed to do. So we first load in, right? And then it's like you're running around, like his first ever raid. You see you just like running around. It's like, yeah, there's no HUD, like, so we got to be careful what we shoot. And then Sean just starts plinking, and like my right leg goes from like green to red immediately, and I'm like, oh, this is where it goes fucking sour. So then
we all knew it would, though.
So
right?
Yeah, my favorite part is Will backs up. You're running, and then you take off. I don't even know which direction you go. Sean's still walking around just shooting.
I heard somebody pull a grenade, and I was like, absolutely fucking not. We're all sitting there in a circle. I know it's already about to happen.
Yeah.
I heard the nade, and I was like, I'm gone. I have nothing. I'm completely naked.
So Aaron,
one fucking piece of frag hits me, I'm gone. So I was like, I'm going to give them about 300 meters. I start running, and then I hear the gunshots.
Yeah. So whatever the grenade, I think it was Will. He just had it or whatever. Or maybe it's Aaron. I don't know. I see Sean's running around. Now he starts shooting, and I just see Aaron go, ah, ha, ha. He's like kind of stagger stepping a little bit, and then his body just crumples to the ground. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? So then I see Sean, and I just like two in the head, and he just drops to the ground. I'm like, cool. My head's black, my arm's black, my leg's black. I'm like, fuck. So I get all meted up, and then I hear the tink 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 of like the grenade, and I'm like, what the fuck, grenades? I like run, and it blows up right behind me. Perfect. Get it out of your system. This is great. I love every moment of this. It's just fun. It's just, so far, Aaron's the only person that died. And then proceeded to just have the dopest fucking 2 runs after that. And then you get into factory. I wish I had his screen, because I looked over at Sean's screen immediately. So
I did too.
So he's like
right there.
He's like up top. He like takes 2 shots at like the PMC that's below. And he's like backs up, and there's the hole in the wall, and then you just see your body just like slink out and like lean, and he goes like just instant reflex, and I was like, oh, and then you just hear, oh fuck, I'm dead.
Yeah. To Sean's credit, he did everything he was supposed to. I was fucking will common hard. We split. You guys went out, and I was wrapping around by where the forklifts are. Because usually there's like a couple people that filter in from that back way. So I was doing that, and I heard you guys fucking banging, and I could tell they like you and I think Aaron or somebody were down on the other side of like the
by 3
big containers.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was
so
me.
I was like, oh, okay. So I can hear you guys. I just kind of figure that like Sean's going to be with them, so I don't call anything out, and I just go to peek to look at like the top side of 3, like the catwalks going up, and I mean like I think it was you shooting at somebody over there. I could see muzzle flashes going that way. So like I'm looking, and then just like I don't have a helmet, I don't have any armor or anything like that. I have a gun. So like just like the most instant like just like flop over. I was like, I'm dead, and like I look and I see Sean is right there. I was like, oh yeah, this is the good stuff.
My favorite part is like it was like non-accuracy. Like he barrel stuffed the shit out of you, man. Like,
it was
you leaned into his gun and he just pulled the trigger. Oh god, it was so great. It was so great, and I'm like laughing because I'm watching his screen. I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe it. And I peek out to see where Sean is. I'm like, huh? And then Sean just starts blinking at me, and I'm like, where? That's right. He's like, can you guys fucking tell me where you are?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so funny. Jesus Christ, I was laughing so hard, man. Laughing so hard. Good.
It doesn't help that I feel like the Bears do look a lot more scav-like than the U6. Like they have the color of their olive drab really leads into it.
It really does become a lot better with when you level up Ragman and you can actually start purchasing gear. Some of their gear, like just the clothing in general, way better than USEC. It's just more, I don't know, clean, fresh. You know what I mean? You look like you come from a fucking Kanye West party going out into battle. But
looking sharp.
Fucking sharp, graduation sharp. But anyway, so I think that is like one of the big changes, but because of the way it looks, it really makes you look different between USEC and Scav. So like, that's the thing about bear clothing. It's like when you look at it, you're like, oh, that is bear. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Great fun though.
Great fun. And then I
hope there's more.
Yeah.
I hope there's a lot more.
I hope so too. He spent the money. You know what I mean? There's, he's $70 invested, and we played a lot more than we play Star Citizen. I'm sure he would have been playing Star Citizen, which is $300 account he paid for, had we kept playing Star Citizen,
Yeah. God. I miss that game. I think about that all the time.
So not only do I think about that game all the time, but every time I open up my closet and I see my joysticks, I'm like, it's time to like reinvest. And then I see the racing controller and I'm like, okay, maybe I download like Forza or like, like another racing game or something like that. Like I get wildly hard over the paraphernalia more than the games themselves. I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Like those videos that we send each other, like the fucking cockpit shit. Did you send me the one where it was the RV?
Oh, and
the entire RV? Oh my God. I saw that and I was like, that's the fucking dopest shit I've ever seen in my life. Are you kidding me right now? The front section of the RV where you would normally drive is just the cockpit of the fucking your flight sim. And then all the way back is like literally the cantina, the chairs, the other gaming rigs and stuff. I was like, dude, that's the smartest thing I've ever seen in my life, dude. Fuck having a gaming room, having a gaming RV, way doper, dude. I was so mad. It was so cool.
Some people are just literally out there living our dreams.
I just need to know how they're getting their money.
I think they're in crippling debt.
I think so too.
I think there's so many fucking cards.
No, because I'm in crippling debt.
Me too. Yeah, they're just smarter on how they spend their debt.
Okay, that makes sense.
Either that or they were smart with their money early on in life, and then they got way too much of a credit limit, Like they're not fucking around with like $10,000 limit cards. No, they got some fucking Amex Black cards with a 23% interest on a $20,000 loan.
Yeah, probably. That's probably what it is.
It's like you can find some. We didn't see the outside of it. That could have been just like a Winnebago that he put a lot of time in.
I don't give a shit. I want it to look like it's a fucking burnt out piece of trash. I don't want anybody breaking into that fucking thing. You know what I mean? I need it to park on. I need it like the cobwebs from the tires to the ground.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean.
You know that has that.
Yeah, where it's like, oh, this thing hasn't moved in like 10 years.
Went up and it's fucking cobweb too.
Yeah, exactly. It looks
That's
like
all you need, though.
Yeah, it just looks like it hasn't been touched in 15 years. And then you go inside and you're like, oh, this is literally where I live.
I kind of want one now.
You've got the space too. You literally have an RV
just
garage.
Park it right out there on that little like fire road.
Oh no, we want it inside, man. The thing is like that's a dope thing.
But put it in the garage.
But it's about the.
Doesn't make sense.
It's about it's about the experience, not about. It's like I want. What I think we should do is we should buy the Lone Star's like Winnebago thing from Spaceballs and turn that into a game room. That would be the dope thing to do.
I open up my browser and it says embrace autism.
Did you take the test? What's your number?
I got halfway through the test and then I was like, I gotta go back to work. I'm sitting there like
that's autism.
Waiting.
I don't believe that Will got.
It's not Craigslist.com. It's Craigslist.org.
It is. For what are you looking for? Winnebagos?
Clearly a blown out Winnebago. I just, we're just throwing shit at a wall and see what sticks here. I just,
Look, I would. How much is a blown out Winnebago really going to cost? I think that you're going to spend more money in the towing fee to get it to the location.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Pre-COVID, there was a
probably dirt cheap, right?
I need to filter this search down.
Yeah.
There was it was like a destruction derby / endurance race that you could only enter if your Winnebago cost less than $500 or less to get in. So these guys would buy these beat to shit things, and it was like a race along like a trail. So it was like dirt roads. Like,
gotcha. Yeah.
And they would race, but like they could also like just like run into each other and try to like knock people like off the roads and shit like that. That one of the owners of FLB and his buddy would do.
Jesus Christ!
So I know $500 running RVs exist.
Right? Yeah.
But that was pre-COVID.
Yeah,
which shit hit different now.
Yeah, people are living in.
A lot of people had to make some decisions. Yeah,
that's exactly right. That $500 goes a long way now.
Yeah, now it's a $10,000 home,
especially in California, and you can't get fire fucking coverage on it.
No, that's the reason I can't get fire coverage is because those are running around parked outside of fucking wooded areas.
God damn. Camping. Christ almighty. You know what I downloaded because they just had a 2.0 update with some massive changes.
Tell me about it.
Gray Zone. You know,
I don't know if my internet has a connection for that.
It's still pretty choppy, man. And not choppy bad, but just, the game's still...
Yeah, it's got some chug.
It's got some chug. But that's also because there's so much in the world, you know what I mean? But they've revamped a bunch of stuff. They've reworked a bunch of the quests. They've reworked a bunch of the gear. They reworked a bunch of like how things work. They like introduced new weapons, different things. You know what's super dope about that game? That is the quality of life changes that feel good when you think of things like Tarkov or whatever. Okay. When you inspect a weapon in that game, in your inventory or in your stash, anything that is an attachment for that weapon gets auto highlighted. So like, say you have an M4 and you inspect the M4 and you bring up the inspection screen with like all of its stuff and stats and where you see all the like different like attachments you can put on it, right? Inside your stash, all of the items that can go for the M4 become highlighted and everything else is grayed out. It's such a fucking tiny little insignificant thing, but it's such a brilliant, it means you don't have to go hunting a million ways for like an item that can fit for that. And it's so easy to just kind of like filter back and forth. They also, in all of the quests, because it is an open world, they've now put a coordinate. So they just tell you in this general area, and they'll give you 140 by 160 longitude, latitudes, and just drop you off. And so you know where you're heading for questing. So you're not no longer like just running aimlessly through the cities, which is kind of nice. You know what I mean? Because like it was cool when we first did it to like be like, oh, where's this place at? Oh, this looks like the lumber mill. Where in the lumber mill? You know what I mean? But it was trying to find the lumber mill at first. That was cool. But like now that there's a little bit more specifics, like in this general area is what you're looking for, it just makes it so much better to just pop off. The fuck are you doing over there?
I'm getting attacked by cats.
Can you just fucking kill him or kick him out of the room for Christ's sake?
I'm trying to stay involved in the conversation, and I'm just trying to jump around.
You fucking said anything in like 5 minutes, man.
I've been listening. You've been talking. We're not getting the Winnebagos. I can't find anything under $20,000. Listen, I'm kind of going through something here. I'm getting my Achilles tendon attacked by a cat with very sharp claws. Okay. I'm listening. I get it.
Also, going back to Winnebago, we don't have to buy one. It's a Winnebago.
We can steal it.
Yeah, we're going to park it in your garage. No one would ever know otherwise.
I got satellite imagery tracking me. He's coming down.
Anyway,
We know where he is.
Gray Zone, interesting, man. I like some of these quality of changes that they're doing. Like, it makes the game feel and play a little bit better.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't ever a bad game.
No.
It just needed some fucking work.
It needed to cook for like another year. I mean,
Yeah.
relatively close to a year, man.
And even the only, like, yeah, it had some like little things, and I feel like they were pretty good at addressing them as they were popping up. You know, it was like, oh, we can't get choppers. Like, we were playing like week 2.
Yeah.
And they're putting fixes out. So, like, there were things that were happening, and it was buggy.
Yep.
That my only gripe with the game was like, we're stuck. We're hard stuck.
Yeah.
The AI just does not allow us. Like, it's feeding people in too fast. The AI is too strong.
Yep.
We fucking fought and died on that fucking peninsula. Was it Tiger Bay?
Yep.
For fucking 4 hours just to like lose all of our good gear. Like,
yep. Oh, and like we had found out specifically that was at that point in time was the end of the mission train. And like we had said, I think they just have this tune super high to keep people,
and that does make sense,
you know, playing a little bit longer.
Get out! Get out! Get out! Go! Get! Go! Go! Get out! I am back. Yeah, I know they just had it tuned high, and I kind of feel bad because you know when a cat's like having the most fun in the world, it's like doing that stupid twitch like that. But I get up, my green screen is all the way wrapped around him. He's about to pull it down, and he's like, "What's going on?" And just like the instant, like, no, and his foot's still kind of fucked up, so he's trying to run away, but one of his feet like isn't like kicking. And there's a part of me that was like, "Go, stop!" But they're like, "No, like keep yelling," so he gets the fuck out. You know.
Oh my god. You know, they're this.
I need
big.
locks on these doors.
You could just pick them up and move them.
Yeah, but like, okay, so there is like a green screen behind me.
Yeah.
There's a light there. There's all this stuff on top of that. There's still boxes. I have not done anything with this room because I still want to either remove the paneling or paint or like do something to make it not look so dark and dingy. So I haven't really done anything. So there's still boxes. So it's like I get up and I still have to like step over stuff and move. And then the cat, you said, is this big. So he's nimbly bimbly jumping from tree to tree, going through the channels of there. So I'm having to like pull him out, like yell into the crevice of like the boxes.
Gotcha.
And then he like kind of shimmers to the next one. You know,
Gotcha.
Imagine if Godzilla was chasing a human around, but trying not to hurt the buildings. Like that's me. Like, you know.
I love that you're saying these things are still in boxes because of something that I want to do. Just is immediate callback to you building your computer.
That's one of the boxes I had to move. Yeah, I have the CPU. I have the thermal paste. There's a part of me that is terrified that either A, the CPU is going to do fucking nothing, or B, I'm going to like jiggle a pin loose as I try to set it in and then just scrap it.
Honestly, like we said, the CPU issue would have made a lot of sense if we had any of the other problems. We couldn't even get it to boot. I feel like the CPU is fine. I feel like the CPU is a good swap anyway, just because like you even said like you weren't even in that gen though. It was like what was it, like the 12 and 13s or the 13s and 14s or whatever it was, but yours was a 12. But yours is a 12, right? So it didn't make any so it didn't make any sense why it would be that, but you swapped it out anyway, so you're going to do CPU, fine, no big deal. Honestly, at this point, if it's not power supply unit, because you just swapped that too, right? You just had them RMA that one.
The only thing is the GPU.
The only thing left is the GPU at this point.
And it can't be the GPU.
Absolutely could be. If the GPU, like I said, did you?
No, because we couldn't boot off of just the motherboard. Remember?
Did you unplug and remove the GPU from the actual PCU or
yes.
PCIe?
Yes, we did. and we still couldn't get it to boot because we tried it without the GPU because we were trying to see if that was a thing.
Yeah,
the only thing left.
Yeah, the only thing left
the
is
CPU.
We did RAM too.
We flopped the RAM in every different slot.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, and you RMA'd the Mobo as well, right?
The Mobo, the PSU.
Bro, at this point, you're right. The last thing is the CPU. That's the only thing left.
Thing is the CPU, and that's.
What if it's the case?
What if it is the case though?
It's just
we're
like
shoving all the wires in. There's like a sharp part on the case that's just severing.
Yep, it's exactly
all the SATA cables,
or it's just
pushing against it.
Or it's just one thing where it's like it's not grounded somewhere. So every time you push the power button, it just shorts out. It's like a 25-cent fix
that I poured $900 into.
Yeah, that's what we should do. We should have a weekend where we just fucking get to. So hold on, backtrack a little bit. We're really not doing this Dragon Wars thing, right?
Oh, for Cliff's birthday?
Mm-hmm.
You think we're all gonna get together? What even day is that?
No idea.
I probably already work.
I will make sure I work. Because the next thing is like
we could make it a Dragon Wars party.
I think we should we got together and did like a good like group event and got together and saw everyone. I feel like we should do that at least once a month. Like that's not a hard thing to do. It's just like pick a day and once a month fucking going to. That's not there's no fucking excuse for that. There's no excuse for it. Only bitches make excuses. The only person that can make an excuse.
There's an excuse.
There's only Will being in Texas. Will being in Texas. That's the only excuse.
I'm just as far.
I'm not saying you need to come down to Folsom. I'm saying we can go up there. We can make it fucking.
Thanks, because I want to get fucking drunk. Huh?
Yes.
Natasha, Cliff's fucking wife, has an incorrect viewpoint on me. I seem like a normal fucking person. And I told her, I want you to know, this is all wrong. This is all wrong. I'm worse than Will. Will is getting fucking weird. I'm worse than that. If you take Will and you times him by Sean, that's me and Trevor. But me and Trevor are being able to me and Trevor because A, I just worked a lot, and B, I got to drive my ass home.
Yes. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Come here. That's why I'm saying at least once a month we should plan it out. It doesn't always
ayahuasca down by the fucking river.
We don't always need to do it the same place. We can make it a change.
This weekend, tomorrow.
I'm in Hawaii.
Okay, now whose problem is it?
Excuses that oh my lord. You know what? Fucking have the party.
Slavery.
Have the party. This isn't going live till Monday, so that means you need to get on the horn and start fucking planning for tomorrow. Go right now. Oh. Realistically, though.
Okay. Hear me out.
Mm-hmm, I'm hearing. Let's all go to Brad's house in the mountains.
Not a camper, but it's one of those ones that sits on top of the truck. Huh?
Okay. Not a bad idea. You know what we do? We knock out the back of the diesel, right? We cut the frame on the back so we can get all the way in through it. So from the tail to the front is open, and that's how we'll build the whole like setup. The only thing is we'd have to reinforce the frame to the truck.
At this point, what are we talking about? Let's go to Pick and Pull. Let's just steal some axles. Let's just get a welder, build our own frame.
Done. I love that
shit together.
I love that idea, dude. I say we go.
It doesn't have to run, right?
It doesn't. We're not moving it at all.
We're just building it in place. This is an art installation.
That's exactly right. And we gut it and leave it there.
Just a bunch of like fucking like 16 gauge like Home Depot extension cords and a fuckload of like power strips.
Oh my god,
everywhere.
This makes the most amount of sense. Grab $20 a pizza and a fucking bag of meth, and we can have this thing built in like an hour and a half. It is Placerville. That's
true.
You know what I mean? Easily.
And they'll push it all the way back to my place.
And that's what I was gonna say. We would from the Pick and Pull.
Just going up Buck's Bar.
Oh Christ Almighty. Oh man. But tailoring back to this idea, the reason why I was thinking we should do this once a month is like Aaron had said, is like we should play games this time. I think the big one is that we finally got.
You guys didn't play games that time?
No, we ended up. You guys left because you were such a wiener that night. You left, and then we ended up talking for the rest of the night. We were just playing catch up. We hadn't really seen Will in a while, so we just played catch up, talking bullshit and telling old stories, swapping things back and forth. Me and Sean were fucking like.
That's the wildest part to me.
What?
Who are we telling these stories to?
Natasha.
We all know the stories.
Yeah, Natasha.
Oh, okay, I guess there's Natasha. I was gonna say we get together, we start talking. We talk about the same shit.
Yeah, I know.
I remember this. I do remember that. Let's keep talking.
I was there.
Yeah, me and you. 4 more shots, absolutely.
Isn't that the part of getting old? You're supposed to just do that. That's what you do.
I guess catching up Natasha. I don't know. Yeah.
No, but there was also a lot of things where we had conversation. Me and Will and Sean were talking, or me, Will, and Cliff were talking, and Jacinta was going like, "What are you talking about?" And then we were like, "Okay."
I guess the same thing's for Janica too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All the girls, the girls coming into this scenario, everybody's
so we're just like fucking. We're giving the highlight reel of like our degenerate years. Hey, you want to hear this story about how cool we were? And they're all cringing and looking at each other.
They all did. There's a big. Sean told the story about how we met and how I kicked him in the nuts in drama, and all the girls are like, "What the? Why are you friends?" And Sean's like, "I don't know. We just gotta like made everything work out in the end." You know, it's like,
yeah.
So it's just one of those things where I enjoyed the environment. I enjoyed talking to people. I enjoyed bullshitting. We enjoyed laughing. It was nice. But yes, having a game night or like a LAN party of sense, you know, that would be dope. Put a bunch of fucking computers together and just, you know, do something in that manner. That would be super fucking fun. You've got the table right there, right? Bring a couple other tables up, folding tables.
Listen, before we go anywhere, please tell me you've seen those fucking cases. The like kickstand cases. The mobile computer kickstand cases.
No.
They're not in. You just said LAN and I just immediately lost my shit. It is a case that's designed to fit like it's like almost like a briefcase.
Okay.
And you hit a button and metal legs shoot out the bottom and kick out like this, and it's designed to hold. Are you looking at it right now?
I'm looking for it. Continue.
And it's designed to hold like a 32-inch monitor, as long as it's a flat monitor. Okay. It holds it on the front of the case. It like has corners that protects the monitor, and then the whole back fits like I think a regular ATX Mobo fits everything on it. So it's literally like you just have this and a keyboard and a mouse, and you hit the button, the legs pop out, you set it down, plug it in. You're good. The only thing you need is
chair,
2 power cables.
Oh, God, that sounds actually kind of dope.
It was. They don't.
This gotta be. Is this a Kickstarter thing?
No, but they're not available in the US yet. It's real big in like Norway. I saw it on I think TikTok. You said LAN party, and I was like, like all of our friends need that. We all have like donor PC parts that we can all just like shove into this. We've all done upgrades.
I agree to that. I think that's a big one. Is that like having like then all you have to do is just make sure you have an external hard drive that has all your games on it, right? That's all you need to do.
Yeah.
And then you just buffer an update before you run out of the house, and then you just have these Iron Man style fucking PC gaming setups for a LAN party.
What is it called? What's it? For that. There's Aaron is right there.
We'll put the link in the description when we find it.
Yeah, link in bio.
I think it was AI. If you saw it on TikTok, it's probably not real. It's probably one of those Temu fucking AI things.
I'll lose my fucking mind.
Which is also a brilliant idea, dude. This is DJ Hero all over again. Okay, we go
it's
to
just farming. It's just farming ideas.
We go to Pick and Pull. We get a vehicle. We stop off at Home Depot. We build these fucking cases. Should we? Does Mom give a shit what we do with the RV garage? Tough titty. She gave you the house, right? I say you just do it.
I was gonna build a loft.
I know what you were going to do, but I think we should turn that.
But I think the Winnebago is a better idea.
I think so too. I was thinking more or less this should be man cave. We could build a whole lot of shit.
You mean take the whole RV garage and fill it with an RV and make it a man cave?
Yes.
I was just thinking to make the whole RV loftish man cave.
Yeah, the whole thing. Whatever it comes out to.
Yeah,
loft is going to be sick, but loft is going to be
green
high.
screen all on one fucking wall. Yeah, the loft is going to be high.
High.
Someplace to crash. I was going to put a pool table in there.
Yes, but I was thinking if the door rolls up as well too, it'd be dope if we build a loft on the inside if we frame it on the inside and you have a window. So when the RV door rolls up, you still have the window out and you've got enough space that goes out. So we could even roll something directly out from the RV. So we have like a deck area to sit on. Be fucking super sick to deal with. Have like a gate on the inside so you can like open up the gate. Like, you know how like those outside of bars have like their own outside patio things? Mm-hmm. So you can make it to fit the RV door. So you slide that out and then it's like a full thing. So it just slides right. Because you go out RV and then it goes up the hill. It's like, you can make it like an extra, like
that much room.
It does. You've got at least 15 feet to play with. Because you don't start going up the hill until like maybe 10 feet from the pad.
Oh, easy, like 20 feet.
20 feet, yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. You just build a 20-footer inside the thing on wheels and rollers, and we just slide it right out and locks into place. Have our own little patio out there. We can do barbecues.
Did you do meth? Where are these ideas coming from? Oh, never mind.
Autism.
No. Fuck Hawaii, you're coming over. We're doing meth. We're writing down all of our ideas.
Have you ever seen that guy?
Hey now, this is what dreams are made of.
Have you ever seen that guy? He's like does TikToks. He like comes up. He's like, it's like, all right,
yeah,
Mad Libs. Give me a place. We're doing a Quentin Tarantino movie.
I'm never gonna find this.
Yeah, because it doesn't exist.
I know.
It
does.
Also, can we talk about lemon zingers? I had a Mandela effect.
Those are fucking real.
They're real, right? They're absolutely real.
Those are 100% real. Why would they have raspberry zingers and not lemon zingers?
Okay. That's the vanilla.
Those are vanilla?
These are vanilla. But there was the same one. It was the same fucking one in the lemon. Forever and always, I remember those to be. My dad and me used to get them. So
I'm starting to get angry.
Yeah, I was talking to Aaron.
Again.
Aaron was like, "Oh, raspberries that are coconut." I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? I've never ever heard of raspberry and coconut zingers." It's like, "Yeah, man, they've been everywhere." I was like, "Are you talking about snowballs?" Nope, the zingers. The fuck is going on? So sure enough, my dad calls and he's like, "Ask your dad." I was like, "Hey man, do you remember those lemon zingers we used to get? The Hostess lemon zingers?" He's like, "Yeah, man, all the time." It's like, "They never existed." He's like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, "Yeah, they never existed." Hostess said my dad was just like, "No, that's not right." I was like, "I'm telling you right now, they never existed." And he was just like, it's just blow his fucking mind. I was so mad to hear. I still have not been able to get over that. That's one of those ones where, the problem with that one is that I swear to God, within the past 5 years, I've had one.
Oh, I haven't had one. But I clearly remember like walking through like a gas station and seeing them.
Yeah.
But now I look at like the vanilla coloring.
Yeah, but there's a difference when you bite into something. You go, "Oh, it's vanilla." Like, there's no person in the world that bites into a vanilla icing cupcake and goes, "Damn, is that lemon?" Like, that doesn't happen. It's like that doesn't happen, man. That's one of those Mandelas that suck because like it's like you're not necessarily recalling something from a long period ago. You're remembering something fairly quickly.
Maybe it's just the whole Mandela effect is just early onset dementia. And just like everybody's like, oh, we've been hitting those fucking vapes.
Yeah.
But trust me, I remember lemon
Oh
fingers.
my god, dude. What if it was? What if it is the vapes that are just melting our brains? Okay, do you remember the video that was going around online with Evan Longoria where he caught the fucking ball when he was talking to the reporter?
To the blonde reporter?
Yeah, to the blonde reporter. Like there's no that one is like, no man, I remember that vividly. And no, something completely different. Brad, what are you doing, man? Is your autism taking control? You're not going to find this thing. It does not exist. Give up.
It does.
It does.
But I'm typed in so many things. I know. It's like, okay, this has to be the one that shows me.
Nope.
It's like, just show me the one that's only available in Denmark, please.
Come back here. Come back here. You're never going to find it. It doesn't exist.
Club is not what I was talking about.
One of the questions that we asked was when you get stuck on a topic, is it really hard for you to get off of the topic to move to something else? And
I didn't make it to that part of the course.
Because you were stuck on the one question.
There was like one question where I was like, I don't know how to answer that. I'm over this.
Yeah, there's a few of them. It's like you could tell that they were just kind of gearing you towards autism. It's like, do you ever say things inappropriate in conversations? Like, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes, I do. All the fucking time. Are you kidding me right now? Like, that doesn't...
Do you feel bad about it? Nah.
No, not even remotely close to that.
I might have used to. Not anymore.
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
care.
That was one of the questions.
If this bugs you, get fucked.
I think that the questions I should have answered were the ones where it said it used to before I was 16. Because I feel like that's one of the ones where it like changes. Because I was just answering like, yeah, all the time. I was like, I've always felt like this as a kid. Like, I don't give a shit about people's feelings. Are you kidding me? Like, I don't think I've ever given a shit about anyone's feelings, you know?
Not going to start now.
Yeah. And so it's like, you know, now that I'm thinking about it as I'm older, I'm like, well, maybe after the age of 16, maybe I did like become a little bit more in tune with how I felt about things. And it was less about like, I don't give a shit about people, but more or less like, I really just don't give a shit about people, you know? But I get a 61 on that. It's pretty low, man. It's like what they say. It's like,
what is it? The higher is the more autism?
Yes. So like, I guess 250 or something like that was like, there was like, that's the maximum score of autism. Like you get a fucking gold star and a bracelet and we put you on tour.
So congratulations. You hear like a knock at the door.
Yeah, exactly. Just a guy with a straitjacket. But then it's like
the CIA.
Yeah.
Have you heard of MK Ultra?
But 65, I guess, is the one where it's like you consider like the beginning stages of autism or something like that, or like you're at the like the base level. So it's like, yeah, everybody's got a little autistic on them, you know. We dabble, we dip our toes in, we play around with it a little bit. Splash.
I say we go back to the point where like if you're like, unless you're right on that edge of like nonverbal, you don't get that.
I agree.
Okay?
I agree.
Too many fucking weird people out there is like, or you're just weird.
Well, I was watching.
Unless you're super good at math, I don't even want like the trains thing anymore. Like you're just a weirdo that likes trains too much.
I need a beautiful mind. Like that's
hyper. Yeah. You know, you have to have an extreme talent or an extreme deficit, and there's no in between.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Otherwise, you're just normal.
I was reading this thing. It was like, you know, back in the 50s and the 60s, we just had people that were off. No one fucking labeled it as anything else. I mean, it was just like, oh, that's, you know, Fred the Finger or whatever it was. And it was like, yeah, he's just a little weird. Like you just, you know, like people would come in and like, you know, the person was talking about was like, I had one of my dad's friends would come in the house and she would clap twice and then pat the floor and then go about her day. We didn't bother. We just let her do her fucking thing. She was a little weird. Fine, whatever. No big deal. You know, but then now that we're bringing attention to it, now everybody's like, oh, that's what I said. Like I hit the scale, man. I'm about autistic now. I've got a thing from that site. So I'm going to lay it up every time I can. Someone's like, what's the matter with you? Oh, I'm autistic.
Yeah, no, people are going to think that I'm autistic just because I walk into work and I fucking pat the ground and like that. It's like, I'm just trying not to hurt somebody because I just clocked in, you know? It's not like I have like anything. It's just me just internalizing everything that's going on. It's not autism.
That's one of the questions. Do you do things like that?
Okay, I don't really pat the ground, but there's a thing where I have to like, and then use my badge to clock in. That's not autism.
No,
every fucking person in the hospital does it.
The thing is,
the only person that doesn't is Maria, and she's just impossibly happy.
Because she's a robot. She's AI. I do that.
No, she doesn't speak English. I don't think she understands what's even happening.
Okay. My whole thing is like that inhale, that intake and inhale for me is the non-physical manifestation of a single bullet in a revolver right before I decide to clock in. Yeah. Right? That's what it is. It's the if it lands, yeah. Like, all right, I'm going to work today. You know what I mean? Like that's my fucking like that's that mentality every day. Because like that one day, it's because it's happened in the past with other jobs. You know what I mean? That one day where I go to clock in and I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. And I just turn around and leave. You know what I mean? Like it'll happen. It'll happen. It's been getting pretty damn close with my job nowadays.
Fucking hear me, G?
It's like every fucking day is just one little fucking thing more. And I'm just like, oh boy, today's the day. I wake up every morning like with a smile on my face like I'm fucking quitting. And somehow I make it to the end of the goddamn day still employed, pissed off, angry, and ready to murder someone. And then we got fucking Aaron out here feeding T-Pain white people food. Swear to God.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Oh my God. All right, let's get the fuck out of here, man. We've been racist enough today.
Can I offer you our seafood special today? It's called I'm in love with the snapper.
I'm in love with the snapper. He flopping, he flopping.
What is it? It's red snapper, sir.
Oh my God. All right, we're out of here. Enjoy your week. Be good to one another. Go listen to Kanye stuff. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.